What's your favorite book of the Bible? If somebody was to ask me, Bobby, what's your favorite book of the Bible? I would have to answer by saying, I guess it depends on what my current circumstances are. I'm one of those guys that doesn't have a particular favorite book of the Bible. The book of the Bible that is the favorite to me is dependent upon my circumstances. If I'm suffering and going through a hard time, I can take great comfort in the book of Job or in the book of Psalms. If I'm experiencing some form of injustice, I can take comfort in the latter part of the book of Genesis, where I consider what Joseph went through. Or I can take comfort when I read the book of Habakkuk and I scratch my head with doubts about how things are in this world sometimes and why they are the way they are. I can take comfort reading how God brought Habakkuk from a place of pondering with doubts to praising God through song from chapter 1 to chapter 3. If I'm just wanting to be refreshed on the great life of Jesus, my favorite books are the Gospels. If I'm wanting to get more joy in my soul, my favorite book is Philippians. If I want life application and I just really want to get into a season of practicality, my favorite books are Proverbs and the book of James. If I'm really intrigued at the moment with prophecies, my favorite book might be Daniel and the book of Revelation. If I'm really feeling inspired to live more bold for the Lord, my favorite books are the prophets. If I'm just passionate about the gospel and what it really looks like, my favorite book is the book of Romans. If I really want to understand how the church expanded, my favorite book is Acts. If I want to understand how God reprimands the church, well, my favorite book is 1 Corinthians and Revelation chapter 2 and 3. So all that to say, there are different books for different purposes, right? If I want to understand worship and the holiness of God, I'm going to Leviticus. So there are different books that serve different purposes. If you want to learn about marriage, go to Song of Solomon. So I would just encourage you to just get familiar with the Word of God, and may each book be your favorite book depending upon which set of circumstances you find yourself in.